It's Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And it's time for your weekly recap. Miguel, hey Chris, I love your DOS system and the idea behind it, but I can't get the haunted deck routine correct. Any advice? Thank you. A couple of things is how you cut the deck is very important. Which direction, I'd go back and watch the DVD, which direction you cut the deck into. Try experimenting with it with a smaller packet of cards on top at the end. And also experiment with your angles when you are causing the animation to happen. And hopefully those three things will get you up and running. Martin, what is the best close-up levitation with small objects in your opinion? I love doing stuff with borrowed objects. So I use DOS a lot. I also use loops a lot. And with that, you can kind of have the freedom of using a dollar bill, a credit card, or just some other small item that you can levitate. And I think that's the strongest, is when you can borrow it and give it back at the end and be totally clean. Wesley, do you use loops, and what's a good trick to do with them? I highly recommend getting the booklet Animated Miracles. That's going to teach you a lot of really great stuff to do with loops. Personally, I actually like using loops more for animating things and making things move and turn over and stuff like that, as opposed to making them levitate. The levitation stuff's great, but personally, when I use loops, I'm more going to make like a straw or a pen fall over or sunglasses stand up or something like that. Nick from Facebook, what is the best self-levitation? I don't think that there is a best self-levitation. I think that there are different self-levitations out there for different environments. If you don't have the capability of hooking yourself up to something or having gimmicks on you, the Balducci levitation is going to work fine. If you want to have an elaborate setup, if you're able to get your angles right, if the lighting's right, then something else is going to work for you. So I don't think there's one best across the board. I think that they all exist because they cover different performance scenarios. Rob wants to know, does levitating lift your spirits? I'll have to think about that. Yes, it does. Sean says, hey, can you help me? I'm getting bullied because I do magic. Help, please, please, please. Sad face. Second sad face. All right, I spent some time thinking about this question because I'm not entirely sure what you mean by bullied, and because there's a whole spectrum there. So if you are getting physically hurt or mentally hurt and you just can't take it anymore and it's just really messing with you internally, you need to go talk to an adult about this, talk to a teacher, a parent, whoever, get some support behind you and fix the problem, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if it's just teasing, like little teasing stuff, I think that that is a form of heckling. It's just something that all magicians have to deal with. It happens. And when I get heckled, I don't feel like it's a personal attack on me. It's just how that person responds to me doing magic. It responds to them not understanding how I'm doing what I'm doing. So for that, first off, you just kind of need a tough skin to be a magician. Secondly, realize that it's not a personal attack on you, it's just how they respond to magic. And thirdly, if you need more help with this, if this is really a problem for you, feel free to talk to me on Facebook. My Facebook account, Chris Ballinger. You can private message me there or talk to me directly on the wall. I will give you more advice and help you out with this, because this is a topic that's important. Keith, what other colored clothes can I wear besides black during a levitation trick? Thank you. Anything with a pattern. I've found that patterns actually sometimes work better than black. If you have some sort of pattern on your shirt, like this one that I'm wearing here, at business, that's gonna work fine because it breaks up the line of sight. Chris says, I can't find a way to keep regular invisible thread in place with someone trying to grab and see if there's a string. I used to have a gimmick that I could do that with, but it broke. Any suggestions? There's three things that I'm gonna recommend here. One is audience management, the other is your performance and your pattern, and the third is the type of hookup that you're using and how you manage it. So let's go through all of those. First, audience management. A great way to manage your audience with a levitation effect is to get your arms out there and make it look like you're animating the object like this. That way, if they try and grab for it, it's gonna be really awkward for them getting around your hands. walls, okay? So that can kind of help you protect it a little bit if that's an issue that you run into a lot. The next thing is how you present the trick. If you're just like throwing a card and having it float around really casually, that encourages people to go, oh, that guy's just casually doing this, let me figure it out, let me find the method. Whereas if you build it up a little bit more, give maybe a false way that you're able to do this, take the thought away from IT, then people aren't going to be as eager or feel like they have the right to grab at and learn how you're doing the trick. The last thing is your setup. So if you do a standard setup with IT coming down from above, people tend to know where it's supposed to be and go for it. Whereas if you have a horizontal hookup, you can wave your hand over it and under it. You can make it look like you're going all the way around it. And where they're looking for it, where they think that they can grab and get to it, isn't going to be the place where it is. So by using a combination of those three methods, hopefully that'll help you with your confidence level and your IT work. Magic Man 4831. Hey Chris, does Terry Wrinkle-Noggin know how to levitate? Would surprise me if he knew how. Smiley face, big smiley face. You know, that would surprise me too. I don't think so. Well, surprise, surprise. Owen says, what should I do if my invisible thread snaps halfway through the trick? Also, I know this is weird, but what's your favorite drink? All right, let's deal with the favorite drink thing first. It's coffee. I love coffee. I drink it a lot, probably too much. What happens if the IT breaks? Very simple. It's the same thing as what I talked about in last week's. I think you should go back and watch that for more information, but essentially your audience has no idea what your trick is going to be. They don't know what it is that you're leading up to. So if you borrow an object and your IT breaks, do something else with that object. Come up with a couple things that you can do in lieu of that trick that you were originally going to do. Also, I've been in situations where a trick has gone terribly, terribly wrong in my eyes, but it was still amazing to the audience. So if you have like a horizontal hookup and it becomes all of a sudden a vertical hookup, just go with it. Make it float around a little bit, uncrumple it, hand it back to them, whatever it's going to be. Marshall Magic 888. Hey Chris, how do I get my invisible thread ready or ditch it in a live performance? Smiley face, sunglasses smiley face, sunglasses face if you don't know. There are a few gimmicks that could help you out with this. One of them is my trick DOS. That really is a great way to introduce the secret method into an environment. You could also use loops. You could also use some sort of reel, and those will help you get it into the environment and out of the environment nicely. Personally, I usually just kind of break the IT when I'm done with it, just because that way I don't have to deal with it. I look more free, and I'm not going to retrieve something at a moment when people are really looking for it. Loops is great though, because you just, as soon as you're done with loops, it goes back to where it started and you're ready to go again. Harrison from the Magic Geek blog, could you talk about inner circle? Smiley face, big smiley face. What a coincidence, that's what I was gonna talk about today. Look, I've got it with me, it's right here. This is Inner Circle by Yigal Masika. This is a fantastic set, actually. There you get multiple items in this. So what you get in this is a pack of loops, which we've been talking about, and I'll talk about it a little more. You also get an ebook, which is Animated Miracles, which is a fantastic book. Lots of pictures in that book. So if you are nervous that it's a book, don't be nervous. You don't even need to read the words. The words are important. You should read the words, but you don't have to, because it is so well illustrated. And the last thing that you get in this is super cool. It is the Inner Circle card, which allows you to carry your loops, a whole pack of loops, in your wallet. You're ready to go at any time, and it protects them. It's been specially designed to protect your loops so that nothing will happen to them until you're ready to take them out and start using them. And what I love about this is that it fits inside your wallet. It not only fits inside your wallet, but it's camouflaged inside your wallet. So if someone looked through your wallet, they wouldn't be able to tell what it was. I used to use loops all the time, and then I sort of stopped using them. I forgot to put them on, I forgot to that they'd break, you know, there were reasons, not very good reasons, because it's such a powerful tool, but I just kind of stopped using it. With this, as soon as I put it in my wallet, I always have it with me, because I always have my wallet with me. I'm always ready to go with tons of miracles. There's so much stuff you can do with this. You can animate objects, you can make things float, you can there's so much really cool stuff. Everything happens in the spectator's hands. You can stage it so that it's really, really powerful stuff. I love this. I think that you will love this, and it will make you an anywhere, anytime magician. Definitely check out The Inner Circle by Yigal Masika at magicgeek.com. Okay, we're gonna do something a little different than our standard drawings this week. This week, we are going to host a video competition. So what I want you to do is make a video of you performing one of my tricks. Any of my tricks. It could be the shark, it could be ransom, redemption, angry sponges, mustache, whatever you want to do. Perform a video of you doing that, and then put the URL for that video in the comment section to this video. That'll link it through so that everyone can see it. And at the end of this week, I will select a few, and in next week's recap, we will have a voting session to see whose video is going to be the winner, and the winner will get something really cool. So it's going to be a multiple week sort of thing. It's going to draw out a little bit, which is going to be fun. All you have to do is make a video of yourself performing one of my tricks and copy and paste the URL to that video in the comment section for this video so that I can see it. I do have one little request with your video though. Make sure that you watch the video before you post it. Make sure you don't flash the secret or anything like that. Just watch it, make sure you're happy with it before you post it anywhere. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Next week, we're going to be talking about restaurant magic. So please leave your questions for restaurant magic either in the comment section down below here on the Magic Geek blog, Magic Geek Facebook, or Magic Geek Twitter accounts, and I will see you next time.